It's no secret that the people of Namibia are going through a tough time. The economy is currently not doing too well. And coupled with the devastating drought, it's difficult for people to remain optimistic. There is an industry in Namibia that can truly be called an industry of hope. There's an industry in Namibia that can provide benefits and income for farmers, businesses, and entrepreneurs across the country. Welcome to the biomass industry. With its encroacher bush, Namibia has a huge biomass opportunity: charcoal, animal feed, bush to energy. These are just a few examples of the value chain that Namibians are currently developing. People from all over the country came together at the Biomass Technology Expo to showcase and explore different technologies for biomass utilization. Companies from Europe, the United States, and South Africa showcased their products. They too see the huge business potential of Namibian biomass.
In times of drought, farmers have nowhere to turn. They need to feed their cattle. So what is happening? There's an opportunity for them because the bush stands around you. The bush should be seen with dollar signs on it, because most farmers see it as a problem, a challenge, but it's actually money that's standing there.
The Namibian charcoal industry is seeing tremendous growth. Charcoal production offers income opportunities and creates jobs.
We have grown year on year with at least 10 to 20%. But this year, we're standing at the end of June at a growth of 33% over last year. Our estimate at this stage is for this year is that we're just over 8,000 charcoal workers in the country. The average charcoal workers in a month's time can get a salary, 5,000 Namibian dollar. The good guy that does a little bit more can even go up to 12,000 a month, and that's for unskilled labor.
Many Namibian charcoal producers are certified under the Forest Stewardship Council, which sets environmental and social standards.
It is a non-profit, non-governmental organization. We were established 25 years ago to promote the responsible management of the world's forests. That vision has translated into a mission of environmentally appropriate, socially beneficial, and economically viable forest management.
Now, FSC stands on 3 pillars. There's a social pillar, there's an economic pillar, and there's an environment pillar. So the social pillar stands on how do you treat the workers? On the economic level, are they being paid enough? That's why we brought in the minimum payment. 42% of the tonnage needs to go to the workers. Then the last one is environment. And that's where the 2 principles come in: sustainable and responsible.
In providing this additional credibility to how you run a farm, it is also providing you with market stability, and that you have a market to sell your certified charcoal to.
So you are actually struggling to sell your charcoal if it's not FSC certified, and it's the same with potential projects happening in Namibia where they won't fund the project unless it complies to FSC standards.
Charcoal production is Namibia's oldest biomass value chain. But in this time of drought, more value chains are being developed that utilize encroacher bush. This is good for business and good for the environment too.
As our constitution says, we sustainably utilize our natural resources. So in biomass, our legislation highlights that any forest activity needs an environmental clearance certificate. We identify the species that need to be managed, and we thin them out rather than extracting all of those species, because we do identify them to have a positive effect in our ecology.
The more we utilize our resources in a responsible manner that lead to sustainable utilization, the better. We are able to generate our money, but at the same time we are not causing any outcry, both nationally and internationally. We want to do everything we can within our power to ensure that the environment is protected, the human right is also respected, that the workers are given what they deserve to do to get. At the same time, environment is number one, is taken care of.
Bush encroachment is bad for business as it reduces the carrying capacity of rangeland. It also has negative ecological impacts on groundwater recharge and biodiversity.
But now let's talk about the bush now. We're still not making a dent in the bush. If you look around you, there's so much bush. But I want to say that it's also for all the environmentalists that say, oh, but you're harvesting so much. Just think big of Namibia, how it looked in the 1920s. Was lots of savannas with wonderful big trees, enough game roaming the plains. What do we have now? We have bush. Even the game are fighting for survival, because the bush is so thick they cannot even sometimes get in there. And each bush, an average bush, let's take a blackthorn, extracts over 60 liters of water now in the middle of winter. Grass is fighting for survival. So if we don't do something about it, even our perennial grass will die off.
Gondwana Collection Namibia, together with the GIZ, are traveling across Namibia and collecting stories on biomass utilization. Watch this space for more videos.